Hello, wonderful people. Today I have Ankit Agarwal, who is an amazing co-founder of Topmate.io. We'll hear from him what Topmate.io is. I met Ankit over LinkedIn, and he actually found me. And so I'm going to ask him, how did he find me? How did he think that Hamas Siddiqui is the person he should connect with? But he found me on LinkedIn. He dropped me a message. I looked at his profile. I got excited because I like to work with young people and people who are doing a lot of interesting work. I got connected. I was not really sure whether I should sign up with the service or not. But when I spoke to him, I got convinced. And I signed up, and I'm actually not using Calendly anymore. I'm totally using Topmate.io, and I'm helping people understand how dynamic this portal is. And it's free to use. You can go and do so much on Topmate, and we'll hear from Ankit, what are some of the salient features this portal is. So the purpose of this meeting is to learn from Ankit, his story, or Topmate's story. How did he come about, or his team came about with this crazy idea? What were some of the challenges, and how did they get money, right? Because everybody is interested in, how do I raise money for my startup? Because a lot of startups die down because there is no money available. So Ankit, thank you very much for joining me. I know you are in India. It's quite late at the time. Once you're back in San Francisco, then we'll probably only 3 hours away. But yeah, welcome to this session, and I'm very, very excited to hear from you the real story behind Topmate.io.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot, Hamad, first of all, for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and share the journey about Topmate. I think with your help, we'll be able to reach out to many people and kind of impact and influence the way they kind of offer their time. They're able to monetize their time and a lot of different things that they can do using Topmate.io. So to begin with, we actually launched in India in August 2021 last year. And currently, because we are a tool, we were expanding to new geographies, new areas, new countries. And we started expanding to North American region and Canadian region and European region. And that's how I was able to find your profile actually. So what we do usually is that, first of all, we try to identify the same user persona. And then through that, LinkedIn has a feature where they show you lookalike profiles. So through that, I was able to find your profile. I thought that this is something that you do on a full-time basis, and a solution like Topmate, a solution which kind of helps you to create or offer your services in a very seamless manner, is something that could be very useful for you. And that's how I try to reach out to you over LinkedIn through a message. And then fortunately you replied back. We had a meeting, and I kind of showed you the demo of the product, and the way you kind of embraced it, the way you kind of accepted the features, the thought process is something which is very motivating for us. We are obviously very thankful, and at the same time, this kind of motivates the whole team. So that's how I was able to find out about you, and I think it has been a great journey. We have spoken quite a few times after that over messages as well, and you have been very, very helpful with your feedback, suggestions, and everything. So thank you for that. Thank you for inviting me today. Thanks a lot for that also.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I like to experiment. This is the main thing, right? And again, the message here for everyone who, I would say, does not use LinkedIn effectively is, see, Ankit used it, and Ankit found me, and Ankit finds other users as well through LinkedIn.
Yes.
And I find all my clients through LinkedIn. Like, that's why we are talking, right? So use LinkedIn effectively, and then now we will hear after his story as how you can use Topmate and replace completely Calendly from your focus, and just focus on Topmate, and monetize it. Technically speaking, we all are here to make some extra money, and make a lot of money actually. If a freelancer wants to use Topmate.io, Topmate.io, I always say it the other way. What are some of the fascinating opportunities that freelancer can avail on Topmate, or by using Topmate, not only as on the LinkedIn profile, but otherwise as well? Signature, once somebody can add into signatures, You can add it as, a place to come to through your Instagram, or even on TikTok, or whatever platform you may have. So, just that perspective is really important. Even the corporate leaders. Corporate leaders
Yes.
also need to connect with right people. They can, okay, if they want to offer paid services, that's fine, but they need to book their like free appointment. If I want to connect with someone and that someone um, doesn't have like a platform connected with the profile, I won't be able to do it. So from freelancers perspective, what I want to hear from you is how this platform can help them in expanding their business and to connect with more people out there, and eventually to make more money.
So, to start off with the freelancer's perspective, obviously the larger vision is to become the contact icon of everyone, and this kind of becomes a conduit for you to channelize the serious people. So, as a freelancer, obviously, there is a lot of time that gets wasted on potential clients or people who are not serious enough to buy something from you or to kind of engage with you, and they are just there to kind of explore things. So using Topmate or solutions like that, you kind of help yourself to streamline this process and do continue to do whatever you do best, like creating content, sharing your knowledge, creating courses, creating documents, sharing your knowledge in a different manner, packaging them in different formats. And the operation side is something that we are taking care of. So you can keep it as a part of your LinkedIn bio. Within LinkedIn bio, also a solution like Linktree, Beacons, you can integrate Topmate as a part of it, and then you can give them clear direction that okay, if you want to have a session with me, if you want to learn something from me, you can use this. From the freelancers perspective, what also happens is that there's a lot of brand building that happens when you engage with someone in a very personalized manner. So what I always say, or what I always tell people, is that they become your brand ambassador for life. So whenever you kind of impact someone's life, they will go and tell 10 other friends. Now probably those 10 people don't need your service or are not in the same phase right now, but they will definitely want to transition to something else in future. And at that point of time, they will always have something in back of the mind that okay, my friend had this session with someone, I should ask him. And he's kind of getting he kind of talked about it a lot, so they always become your brand ambassador. So that is one way. Then obviously a lot of features, they kind of help you to monetize your time, monetize your offering in a very seamless manner. You can sell package services, you can respond to queries. There's a lot of different features that we have created specifically for freelancers, for solopreneurs who want to do everything by themselves, but at the same time they don't need a secretary. We are there as their secretary. So we manage everything, we manage every operation, and they can leverage this wherever they are present. So they can be on YouTube, they can be on LinkedIn, they can be on Instagram, any other platform. And what solutions like us help is that they channelize everything in one place. You don't need to manage 10 different portals, 10 different platforms to kind of offer the way you do things or to manage your business. We kind of help you to manage everything from every platform in one place itself.
With the dedication and innovation and consistency, I think these are the three words that one should have as a startup: dedication, innovation, and consistency. You're going to win the whole race. So, friends, thank you very much for watching this video. We all have issues. We all have certain struggles and challenges in our lives. How do we deal with those challenges is what makes us different from those people who do not win. So I want you to win. I want you to win like Ankit, and keep growing as professionals. Use topmate.io as your tool to grow.